Hey guys, it is so dark and nasty in here right now. Actually, it's way nasty outside. It's raining. Going to a shoot, and I had a couple minutes before I was loading up, and I wanted to give a quick tour of the camera cart the way it's set up right now. Again, it's super dark. I apologize. It's gonna be grainy, nasty, but I'll show you how we have it configured. It's an ongoing process, but here's how it works now, and I've been enjoying it so far. So let's jump into it. All right, so I think the last time we talked about this, I had it in a short configuration, which just turned out wasn't going to work because it was too small, and you have a lot of stuff you end up getting thrown on here, as you obviously can see. So long configuration, did some modifications, added this angle iron on both sides to have the top shelf be more secure, and just put some tape on it, just threw some screws down, put it in there. And then on the bottom, I can't remember if I had gotten the bottom deck last time. I got the bottom deck, which is the in-house product for this guy, and honestly, it just turns out to be some really crappy particle board with carpet on it, which kind of was disappointing. And it didn't even come like slidable like you'd think, so that you could use it as extended or not. It just comes in a couple pieces with some really crappy screws on the bottom that don't even tighten. So anyway, a little disappointed in that, but other than that, you know, it fits the piece, so it was worth the time. All right, so I got a basket on it, a milk crate we have slate, a couple odds and ends like matte box, some extra monitor, some markers, what is it called? Compressed air. You know, just some basic gack that you'd need for camera stuff. Follow focus, battery box, Ronin primes, camera itself. So that all fits nicely underneath, which is kind of cool. And then on top, I'm still trying to figure this out exactly, but the Ronin's just been living up here lately. I don't use it all the time. I use it quite a bit, but not all the time. But so far it's been good. Ignore the audio stuff. Who needs that? Nobody needs that on the cart. I had a couple of Gorilla Pods and stuff for behind the scenes I've been doing lately. And then this is my battery areas. It's been really nice to be able to have the batteries just kind of live here as a charging station. Here's the DP. The DP4 batteries. We have some Red Volt for the sides. I got some Sony LP9s or whatever they are, the Sony things for the LEDs, also for the Triton wireless receiver for the HDMI. And then we have my V-mount charger, and I have two of these, and I had them both on here, but it was just taking too much space. But the cool thing is you just get to roll this out of the truck and pull your power off, and you got all the power, so you just plug it in, everything's charging, ready to go. And then when at the end of the day after the shoot, you roll it off, roll it in here, roll it inside if it's too cold, whatever, and plug it in, and she's ready to go. Oh yeah, and here's the Ronin station. So the Ronin lives over there, but while it's working, it can, you can balance it on here, it can live on here. These are, let's see, these are fold down, because these are a little bit tight tolerances. There we go. So these will fold down when it's in transport. They're pretty tight. There we go. And then I also put a little basket on the front here. We have the Ronin peripherals, the rods, the batteries, etc. I had my old iPhone in there, so it could control. So you could get into the Ronin and control the settings and stuff. But yeah, this has been great. You know, for what it is. Oh, this is my other favorite thing. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. Here is the equipment bag. I think, what is it called? A grip bag or something like that. It's an actual third-party company that makes them for these carts. But people use them to throw like mic stands, C-stands, whatever, tripods. Obviously, I have my tripod on here. And so it makes it a nice consolidated camera package that you can just wheel anywhere. And the cart's nice, and you know, initially I thought it being so thin, I thought, you know, this is not going to be enough space like maybe our director's cart, but it turns out this is actually pretty nice, because then you can throw it in a hallway without taking up the entire space, especially like in a house as opposed to like an office or a school or something, or other locations where you have more space. On a film, you usually have more space. You can spread out. On these smaller project commercial things, you don't have as much space. So it's been nice. My one sad thing about this particular setup is because it's a cart that folds up, here's your tolerance. You can kind of see that it's got like a 2-inch play when you push it back and forth. Otherwise, it's pretty rock solid. And I could probably fix that with some angle iron going from here to here. I'd probably lose some shelf space, or I could figure that out. All right, then, guys, this is actually the next day, and I almost forgot to show this yesterday. So I'm going to jump in and just show you, and then you're going to jump back to the rest of the video. But I also need to do some more of this. But these little beauties down here, where we have our D-tap power, HDMI, and these are just kind of like, whoops, some USB and whatnot. And then we have on this side our various quarter 20 connectors and HDMI adapters and turnarounds and tripod things. So anyway, and it's just Velcro underneath, as you can see. And I have to, there's a few more things I want to do, like get this whole underneath of this shelf covered in Velcro, so you can just pop these suckers up anywhere you want. And you can get deeper ones. These are just really cheap Tupperware things from the grocery store. I had a whole bunch of them on hand that I just threw up there. We weren't using much in the kitchen. So, oh yeah, Grip and Gap is the company that does the side bag. It's cool. It's got this hard plastic disc on the bottom that supports whatever it is you have in there. Nice canvas, slides over the handles one side or the other. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, this is a mod, so I just kind of put a hole through the other side handle here, mounted that baby pin, and now it's a beautiful docking station. Anyway, yeah, I forgot to mention those little peripheral holders, which have been great to kind of keep all the little bits and pieces out of the way. And I'm going to add more of them, add just full on the whole thing Velcro on the bottom, so you can just throw up containers wherever you need to without having to line them up exactly, save some time. And my ACs are mentioning I should label the outside, where they are underneath, but one thing at a time. There's a net we used yesterday. I gotta wring that out. It's got a little bit wet, so I don't want to have it moldy. I gotta let it dry out. All right, back to the video from yesterday to finish off. But doing this with the rock and roller cart makes me really want to go get myself one of the foldable carts from Costco and make my own kind of DIY version and put all my bells and whistles that I want on it and have it be a little bit more solid. So I love the tires. The wheels on this thing are great. They're nice big foam wheels and whatnot. So all right, we're gonna wheel them onto the van and get going here because it's nasty weather. We're gonna drive slow. There's the ramp. The ramp's been modified to have tape on it so that it has this nice yellow grip tape. So out of the garage into the van. Yeah, and I can't really store this in my office because there's stairs at the office. Besides, I use it at home. Anyway, all right, there you go.